up is Alex Rikleen. Alex is a Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate from Massachusetts. He lives in Acton with his wife and 2 young sons. He had never run for office before Trump's second term, but as a former high school history teacher, he had studied how opposition parties have resisted authoritarianism and what happens when they fail to. Watching Democrats respond to Trump's return to power, Alex recognized too many of those same warning signs. His campaign is driven by the same question at the heart of this protest. How do we fight back effectively against a rising authoritarian regime? Please welcome candidate for U.S. Senate, Alex Rikleen.
Hi everyone. Why are you here today? Donald Trump has weaponized the justice system to target his enemies. But my guess is that none of the people he's targeted so far are here in Lancaster right now. So why are you here today? Donald Trump has illegally fired thousands of workers. Maybe some of you have been affected by that, but probably not most. So why are you here today? Perhaps you're like Eileen, who I spoke to at a recent ICE protest in Burlington. She told me she'd fail a civics test and probably voted only half the time. But when she found out about what was happening in that facility, she understood that this time was different. Or perhaps you're like Jason, who told me at a Labor Day protest that he was concerned his grandchildren were going to grow up in a country less free and less safe than the one he grew up in. Or perhaps you're like the dozens of people I've talked to, too many to name individually, who wanted to stand up because they are scared, who are standing up for the right not to be scared. And most importantly, those people tell me they're standing up for the ones who can't because their rights have been systematically stripped away. That's why we're here today. We are here as everyday Americans, standing up to a tyrant, to an abuser, to a man who has never believed in consequences or rules and is now hell-bent on pushing those limits as far as possible and punishing anyone who stands against him. As a Jewish child, I was taught the poem First They Came. We referred to it simply as the poem. The version of it that's inscribed on the Holocaust Memorial in Boston reads, "First they came for the communists and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the Jews and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Jew." The poem continues like this until the final line, which changes to say, "Then they came for me." And by that time, no one was left to speak up. Whether or not you knew the text of the poem, everyone here today showed up because we all understand its meaning. We are here today because we know that a tyrant always starts with the most vulnerable, with the least powerful, but they never stop there. We're here because we know that a tyrant never gives back power once they've taken it. We're here because we know that when Trump deports legal permanent residents for their speech, he's testing the limits of what he can get away with. We're here because we know that when Trump claims the power to murder people on a boat in the Caribbean, he's testing the limits of what he can get away with. We're here because we see these horrors and we don't wait. We speak up now. First, they came for Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., but we did speak up because we knew that then they would come for Chicago and Portland, and we got louder because we knew that then they would come for Boston and Worcester, and then they would come for Lawrence and Lancaster. When we showed up today, we are ordinary Americans taking part in the largest sustained protest movement in American history, and none of us are waiting for the poem to finish. When we show up today, we are a signal to every passerby, to every media member, to every legislator that we, the people, see Trump's terrors, but we refuse to be terrorized. That we, the people, believe in a constitution that Trump is tearing to tatters. That we, the people, are many and mighty and united, indivisible, like the country that rose against a king once and the country that rises now to stop another before it's too late. We are united because when the bully seeks to divide, he divides because he is too weak to face us together. We are united because when the bully targets the vulnerable, he does so because he is too weak to face us together. We are united because alone we may be vulnerable or afraid, but we know that when we stand together, we have the strength and the courage to persevere together. First, they came for Mahmoud and Ramesa and Kilmar, and we did speak up because we knew that then they'd come for Letitia and James and Adam and Lisa, and we came here to show strength together because we knew that despots never stop there. And then they'd come for Alex and Teresa and Tom and Lauren. I'm here for the same reasons you're here. I'm a dad, I'm a teacher, I'm a volunteer. I'm an ordinary American taking part in our proud history of standing up, of fighting back, of declaring independence from kings who think they are above the law, of declaring independence from tyrants who think their word is law and who try to scare everyone else into falling in line. No one here is falling in line. No one here is waiting for the poem to finish. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.